90, Johnson. 90.
A study from Wharton University
reclaiming my time, reclaiming my time, reclaiming my time,
was a mass
reclaiming my time.
I will never honor him with my presence. This man doesn't deserve to be the president of the United States.
I want y'all to take pictures of these guns and let people know that they're in our city with guns, and I'm sure they have orders to shoot and kill. I don't know.
Immigrants.
Can you
so
shut
that the
up?
housing stock of working Americans.
Gentleman's time has expired.
No, my time has not expired.
Your time has expired. And the gentleman
took up my time. It is time to call for Article 25 of the Constitution of the United States of America to determine his unfitness, to determine that something's wrong with this president. So I don't think they're going to blame Kamala for anything. As a matter of fact, they're going to praise Biden for keeping his promises. Look them in the eye. Come on, hold your face up. Look at him. Let him see you. This is him. Look at it. What's your name? Tell us your name. Give me that ID again. President of the United States is a killer. I am outraged.
I'm going to need somebody to come get Auntie Maxine and take her home. Yeah, I'm going to need y'all to run her up to her house and take her car keys from her, take her phone from her, make her sit down. Auntie Maxine will not retire. She's running for yet another term, fam. Auntie Maxine, it's over. You ain't been effective in 40 years. You need to sit down. There is nothing that you've done or that you have yet to do that you're going to accomplish this term other than piss a lot of people that are tired of this nonsense off. It's a wrap. I looked at this article. I'm not sure who wrote it, but I will. I don't have the name in front of me, but it was a well-written article. So I appreciate that. Here goes the deal, man. Auntie Maxine, when asked why is she running, won't she just have seats? She's knocking on 90. If Auntie Maxine is elected for another term, she'll be 90 years old. She's 87, knocking on 88. There's only one person in Congress older than her, and that's Chuck Grassley. He's 92. He's been in the Senate since 1981 and shows no signs of slowing down. Neither does Maxine. Defiant, she plows forth. Maxine Waters has had an amazing life. She was the first Black woman to lead up the panel. What is it, in the House Financial Services Committee? And if her party wins the majority in the House, yeah. This is a big deal. The committee could soon have the oldest leader in its history as it grapples with technological shifts like cryptocurrency, and Democrats look to aggressively ramp up oversight of the president, his family business, and his Wall Street regulators. So Maxine Waters became the first Black woman to lead up this committee, and she won't say, that's great. Thank you very much. Give me my gold watch, my pay for the rest of my life, a plaque, a building, which I'm sure she's already in line to have all those great things. Everything except a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Got everything else, fam, but won't take it to the House. Privately, some Democrats been complaining about it. They wouldn't put any of them on name. None of them would want to step out and be courageous and tell the truth, but they say, hey, she does not play well with others. She won't elevate anybody except herself. Basically, she's Jasmine Crockett's mom. So when they interviewed Waters, she rejected any notion that she should have to slow down and sit down. She said, her response was, if you take a look at my energy and what I do, I am Auntie Maxine. This name some square-ass blue Democrats gave you, that has nothing to do with your competency level or your effectiveness. You understand what I'm saying? That don't have nothing to do with it. Then she starts citing how she went out to the detention center to get in, and she went to the Department of Education. She's out there trying to get in there. They won't let. She used those as reasons why she should be in office at 90. I told you she only did it for photo ops. So she could turn around and say, see, I need to run. Look at me. I'm out in the street. She says, I don't know who's got more energy or more concern. A lot of people have more energy and more concern, but those people will probably never, ever get to Congress because they're not sellouts, Auntie Maxine. And that's a problem. Waters' grip on the role illustrates the entrenched power that many older members of Congress hold, despite growing scrutiny of elder politicians. Unlike Republicans, Democrats don't have term limits. Now, I want y'all to be clear, man. She's not the only person who needs to retire, but she's up there, fam. Hal Rogers is the oldest member of the House. He's 88. Eleanor Holmes Norton, 88. Maxine Waters, 87. Steny Hoyer, 86. Nancy Pelosi, 85. Jim Clyburn, 85. Bernie Sanders, 84. Mitch McConnell, 84. Danny Davis, 84. Jim Risch, 82. All of them need to call it a day. None of them are trying to go out in a blaze of glory fighting for us. So all of them need to call it a day. See, part of the problem I have is that we have too many people that are more focused on their tribe than what's best for their families. They're too focused on optics, not enough on opportunity. Too focused on being politically correct than being responsible. When your children look at you and say, what were you doing that let this country go to shit? You should have to respond with an answer. Let me just tell you what would be a bad answer. I was busy kissing people's ass that I don't even know because they look like somebody I may have known in the past because they had the same type of comb or they had a playlist that had a song on it at that time. Oh, I heard they know how to cook greens or they had a fish fry every summer. The only reason to keep anybody in power is because they kick ass for you. Because they're fighting a good fight for you. And the people of South Central, they don't say that about Maxine. Half of her constituents live on Skid Row. And guess what's happened since she's been there? It's still a Skid Row. She can't do everything. She got to do something. She should have to do something. Not everything. Nobody should have to do everything. But in order to get her elected, you should have to do something. We got to stop making excuses for the inexcusable. You want to think it's just me. It's not just me. Person who is going to be defending Auntie Maxine. Let's just call her Miss Maxine. Let's call her Rich Ass Max. Let's call her HBO Max. Or, I don't know, HMO Max. For all the money she's taking from pharmaceuticals. Yeah, HMO Max. How about that? Maxine, HMO Max is facing a primary challenger, a young woman, Maila Raman, who's trying to make the race a referendum on generational change. She says, after being in office 50 years, maybe it's time to let somebody else have the keys. Yeah, it's time somebody else took the keys. Look, I don't know about the policies of Miss Rahman. She's probably garbage too. Maxine Waters has not been effective for a long time. If Maxine Waters was half the fighter that she claims to be, she would not be in office 50 years. That's not how the Democratic Party works. In fact, you could basically clean house of the Democrats, save for maybe a few people that are freshmen or sophomore Congress people. Everybody else has to go. And when it comes to Republicans, same thing. Both sides of the same bird. Two stinking sides of the same bird, fam. The only thing America dislikes more than Congress is The View. Or media, corporate media. No, the only thing they trust less in than Congress is corporate media. That's more accurate. Well, The View is corporate media. You understand what I'm saying? That's sinking in for you. Yeah, we got the same old Congressional Black Caucus members kissing Maxine Waters' ass. I'm sorry, HMO Max kissing her ass. I think they're afraid of her, frankly. They even complain that she's not kicking into the DCCC. See, everybody's required to help do fundraising and to put up enough money to help fund other candidates. Maxine Waters says, well, I don't want to put in a lot of money because I don't want you to be bribed by rich people. Too late. It's too late. That horse left the barn a long time ago. For them and for you, Maxine. The fact that we have people that have pulpits, who have microphones, who provide a commentary to the people, and I'm one of the very few people saying this, that says everything you need to know about these people talking like they fighting for us. Maxine Waters does not need our defense. Her constituents need our defense. Our neighbors need our defense. Our kids need our defense. Rich people like HMO Maxine do not need to be defended by us. They need to be defending us with more than symbols, with solutions. It's time to shift the paradigm. She's sharp, she's got a great attitude, and she's a good soul. And ineffective as hell, and full of hot air, platitudes, and theatrics. You goofy. That's it. Same thing goes to Clyburn. Same thing. And don't get me started on Mitch McConnell. That right there is just elder abuse. Somebody get Auntie Maxine and all the rest of the geriatrics out of the goddamn street.
I really don't know what he said at the end of that sentence. I don't think he knows what he said either. Look.
You know, it is pathetic what we have to deal with, fam. It really is. Will nobody keep it real? Everybody has to feel this. 90 Johnson, 90? Want direct access to ask questions, interact, and chop it up? Become a VIP member. Go to jointimblack.com. Stay dangerous.
Catch Tim Black live on the most dangerous show in America, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Times. Don't miss out on the real. Stay dangerous.